Trump has just dropped a bomb on India, and it's not from US but might be from Europe, further isolating Modi from the West. And now India is trying its to hook onto SCO for its protection. What has Trump done and what is India doing on it? Let's dive into it. The SCO summit in Tianjin has opened against a backdrop of drama that could reshape global alliances. Over the next 2 days, the spotlight is on two issues: US President Donald Trump's aggressive tariffs on India and the ongoing war in Ukraine. Both have profound implications for global politics and energy security. Reports suggest the White House has been pressing European nations to copy its sanctions on India. Trump wants Europe to halt oil and gas imports from New Delhi, mirroring Washington's sweeping tariffs on Indian purchases of Russian crude. Earlier this year, India was hit with duties of up to 50% on Russian oil, a move New Delhi called politically biased and economically crippling. Trump's team is also pushing Europe to impose secondary tariffs if India resists. Washington argues that India's oil trade with Moscow weakens sanctions and bankrolls Russia's war. The message is clear: fall in line or face consequences. India has pushed back hard, accusing the West of hypocrisy. Officials note that while China is the largest buyer of Russian oil and Europe still imports energy from Moscow, only India faces punishment. With nearly 85% of its crude imported and Russian barrels offering deep discounts, New Delhi insists its purchases are an economic lifeline, not a political stance. At the core is a bigger struggle: who controls global energy flows? Washington claims India is fueling the Ukraine war. India rejects the charge, insisting it has never backed Moscow's military campaign and is simply protecting its energy security. Meanwhile, Europe has stayed largely silent. Few capitals openly support Trump's tariff push, but none have outright rejected it either. Analysts say European leaders are wary of jeopardizing growing ties with India, now seen as an indispensable partner in trade and technology. Still, Washington insiders admit frustration is mounting, accusing Europe of encouraging Ukraine's maximalist stance instead of pushing for realistic compromises. Amid this backdrop, the SCO summit is offering new diplomatic openings. On the sidelines, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Chinese President Xi Jinping, and Russian President Vladimir Putin are holding bilateral and even trilateral talks. These meetings could redefine alignments. For Modi, it is an opportunity to counter US pressure and highlight India's independence in foreign policy. For Beijing, it is a chance to draw India closer, especially as Washington tightens the screws. For Moscow, maintaining strong partnerships with both Asian giants is essential to surviving Western sanctions. The optics are striking. While Washington tries to isolate New Delhi, India is openly engaging with China and Russia. Experts argue that if Modi secures economic relief through trade with Beijing or more discounted energy from Moscow, India could weather US tariffs and rebalance its global strategy. As the SCO summit unfolds in Tianjin, the world is witnessing a tug of war that may redraw alliances. With Trump pressuring Europe, Modi seeking alternatives, and Ukraine still at the center, the choices made in the next 48 hours could mark a turning point in the global order.